Hi, welcome back to Q&A with Dr. K. Today's question is, how do I tell my family and loved ones that eating a whole food plant-based diet is better for them, for their health, without causing them to resent me or causing problems? A very astute and powerful question, because many of us who came up in the early years of the plant-based movement ran into tremendous opposition. A lot of bad feelings were stirred up in families over this very important issue, because your mom and dad, relatives, whatever, they feel judged, they feel threatened by your food choices, and you're wagging your finger at them. Don't you know you're killing yourself and you're killing the animals, you're killing the planet? And some really spirited and unfortunately traumatic arguments can take place. And oh, you don't want to do that. And in medicine, we go by the adage, do no harm. Don't make things worse in your administrations to try and help things become better. So how do you handle this? Sometimes, less is more. The truth is so powerful, it doesn't need your wagging finger to drive it on home. So knowing what we know now and what's available, how would I handle this? A couple things. One, uh, first of all, know your lines, as the actors have to do. Know why a whole food plant-based diet is better for you and the animals and the planet, etc. So you can dispassionately answer questions. But you know what I would do? I would say, Mom, Dad, or whatever family member this is, uh, there's a film that I would like you to see. I want to watch this with you, and let's talk about it afterwards. I'll explain my food choices of late. And then sit your family down and find the film called Forks Over Knives. You can go to forksoverknives.com and you can watch the movie on that website and sit there with your mom and dad or family members and watch that film. And you will see people starting out as classic Americans with the classic medical issues, overweight, diabetic, hypertensive, clogged up and inflamed. You watch them adopt a whole food plant-based diet, and before your eyes, as the weeks go by in the film, you see them get leaner, their high blood pressure goes down, their diabetes gets better, they stop taking their medication, they turn into normal, healthy people right before your eyes. And that's the case to be made. You don't have to say anything. Just watch that film with your family members, and afterwards say, this is why I've decided to adopt a diet of exclusive plant-based foods. I hope you understand. I invite you to come along with me. The food is great. Bean chili tastes as good as beef chili. There's no real sacrifice involved, and we can do it Italian style, Asian, East Indian style. The flavors will all be there, but we want to do it without the animal products. I hope you will respect my choices. I will respect yours, and I love you. And the most important thing is that we love each other, and we're all growing. We're all on the same journey of life, and I want to be a good example for you, and I'll support you in whatever route you choose. And that's all you need to say. It's all you can say. At least they'll understand your food choices. You don't have to bring in the animals and the finger wagging and all of that. And to say, I'm going to be eating this way. I'll work with you. So, if you're going to be putting chicken in the soup, take out my soup before you put in the chicken. It's not that big a big a maneuver to accommodate my plant-based choices here. And just know in your heart the seeds have been planted. You've said what you need to say. The truth has been instilled into their brains, and it may take a long time before that seed sprouts. And years may go by, and they may need a health challenge or something. And in fact, my kid was trying to tell me something years ago. It might take that long to unfold. Doesn't matter. Speak your truth quietly, lovingly, but the most important thing is your actions. And that is to, once you've laid out the rationale, just do it. You don't have to say anything. Just make a nice lentil stew, nice bean burritos with no cheese, a nice bean chili instead of the beef chili. Just start making, or at least enjoying, or bringing home those healthy plant-based options. And as time goes by, people get used to it, and they stop trying to convince you that you're going to starve to death and waste away and all of that. So someone once said, would you rather be right or rather be loved? I would rather be loved, because I know that I'm right in my choices, and I don't want them to threaten anyone. So speak your truth quietly, and then hold to it and set a good example and have compassion. Everybody wakes up at the rate they wake up, and they say, you can't make the snake shed its skin before it's ready to shed it. So you've done all you can do by stating your truth and then setting the example. And everyone is going to make their own choices after that. So that's what I would suggest as far as a strategy for making the case. Let the forks over knife folks make the case for you. You just do it. And as time goes by and love is exchanged, things should get better. The animals will appreciate it, the earth will, and you'll know in your heart you've done the best thing for health and healing. And what more could we ask?